Hey everyone, so in this video we're going to discuss how to host Angular applications on AWS S3 bucket using CloudFront. So in our earlier videos we have already discussed what is CloudFront and what is S3 bucket and how the communications has been made. So AWS CloudFront, it is a web service that speeds up the distributions of static and dynamic web content such as HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So this video will cover the 2 steps to host the Angular app on AWS CloudFront. So after the application's host, so you can see that the client or browser, whenever it is requested, so it is goes to the CloudFront, and the CloudFront distributions will be connected to the S3 bucket wherever our Angular applications has been hosted, so it will be displayed to the client. So in this video we will cover that. So we'll create a new S3 bucket and we'll keep the public access turned off, and we'll create a new Angular project and build the Angular app using ng build to host that into the S3 bucket, and we'll upload the published content to the S3 bucket, and finally we'll create a CloudFront distributions to share the Angular application. So let's first create a Angular applications. So here the command we used ng new ngdemo1. ngdemo1 is our Angular applications name, and which style sheet format we would like to use. So let's go for the CSS. Do you want to enable server-side rendering or SSR? So that will cover in the later part of the video of Angular. For now, so let's keep it no. So now you can see that the ngdemo1 folder has been created here, and it is installing all the required packages to run the Angular applications. So till the package is installed and the Angular application is ready, so let's move to the AWS console panel and we'll create a S3 bucket there. So click on S3 and click here create bucket. So choose the name of S3 bucket and come below, and here let it block all public access and leave all the configuration as it is. So click on the create bucket. So now you successfully created the bucket. So let's move our Angular applications and see if it is installed or not. So now you can see that it is successfully initialized. So let's move to that folder ngdemo1 and let's open these applications on VS Code. So we have created this application. So let's run it and see how it is look like in local. Click on the view and go to the terminal. So in the terminal type was ng serve open or O and hit enter. So now you can see that the Angular application is ready. So this application, so we need to host into S3 bucket and we'll connect the CloudFront distributions there. So to host the applications, we need to put a command of ng build, so that will create a build package for this application. So let's move to the VS Code. We'll create a ng build command. So this build command will create the Angular applications production ready build package. So hit the enter. So currently, so there is no dist folder. So once this build command is run successfully, so it will create a dist folder along with the all the required package inside it. So the build package has been ready. So you can see that the dist folder along with the required files is there. So let's publish this into the S3 bucket. So let's move to the your S3 bucket, and we have already created the bucket. So let's move there. And in this video we're going to upload the files manually. So in the next video we'll see that how we can connect through the GitHub Actions, and we'll implement the CI/CD applications, so that will upload the Angular applications automatically, and it will build and it will deploy. So that means whenever we do some change in Angular applications, so it will deploy automatically into the S3 bucket along with the cloud distributions, how it works. So in the next video we'll see that. So for this video, so let's upload it manually. So here we have the files of dist folder. So inside dist folder we have the browser. So here we have all this the build package for this application. So just copy it, the path, and go again your AWS console, and here you can see the upload options. So click on the upload. and you can see there is add files. Click on add files and copy this path and just select all these things. Click on open. You can see all the files are in local, so now it's coming up here, and click here the upload. So now I can see that the upload is succeeded. So now the Angular application is uploaded into the S3 bucket. So the next step is that we should create a CloudFront distributions and connect that distribution to this S3 bucket to use the Angular applications. So go again your AWS console, and you can search the CloudFront distributions, or like earlier I have used the CloudFront, so it is coming here. So click on the CloudFront. So click on the create a CloudFront distribution. And here you can see that the origin domain, so just click here. So currently it is Amazon S3, so under Amazon S3, so this bucket is available along with, so if there is Elastic Load Balancer or other Amazon services if you have used, then automatically it will come here. So for now we have the Amazon S3 and this bucket is available, so just click here to the connection about the CloudFront to the S3 bucket, and the name for this origin, so let it as it is. So for the origin access, so click on the origin access control settings. So currently there is no origin access control, so create a new OSC, and here a sign in request, and the origin type was S3, so let's create it. So now you can see that the origin access control is come here. So let's enable the security protections and click on the create distribution. So now you can see that we successfully created the new distribution, so just close it. So it is asking that the S3 bucket policy need to be updated, so just copy this policy informations and go to your S3 bucket. So just open as a duplicate here and go to S3 bucket again and click on the S3 bucket that we have created and click on the permissions. And here you can see the bucket policy, just edit it. And whatever you have copied that, so just paste it. So this policy is enable the communications between the S3 bucket and the CloudFront, and click on the save changes. Now we go for the distributions, and you can see that distribution name is there. So just copy it and let's try to access it and see that if it is accessible the Angular applications that we have created or not. So now you can see that it is showing as access denied. So the issue is due to the error pages has not selected. So click on error pages, and also we haven't selected that what the default page to access this. So the default page should be index.html. Let's create a custom error page. Let's say 404 not found. Let's click on S, and here a path has, let's say index.html and 200. OK, create a custom error response. And the same way let's make as a 403 forbidden. So everything is ready. So let's go to again here the CloudFront URL and hit enter. So now you can see that the CloudFront URL is working fine, and our Angular applications, so you can see the update. So here the main problem is that we have seen that we are manually update the Angular applications. So in the real world it is not a perfect scenario to do that. So on the next video we'll see that how we can implement the CI/CD implementations, and that will enable that the Angular applications whenever we build that, so it will automatically publish on the S3 bucket, and the deploy and the build will do the automatically, so that we can see the changes in the CloudFront URL on the front. That's it for this video. See you in the next.